There's a cost that comes with caring too much. Overthinking, people pleasing, approval seeking will drain you and drain your energy. Not only that, it takes an emotional toll on you because you're constantly trying to edit yourself and fit into a lifestyle, a program, a way of thinking that doesn't serve you. The cost of caring too much is too expensive. And by all means, you should stop. You should reclaim your mental real estate. How are you going to reclaim your mental real estate? You have to understand that not every opinion, listen to me good, not every opinion deserves space in your mind. Everything, every piece of advice that someone gives you isn't for you to take, to run with, and try to apply to your life. Even some of the stuff that I talk to you about, even some of the things that I dish out, you have to learn when to take what you need and leave what you don't. You hear me? Like everything isn't a one size fit all, so everything doesn't apply to you. Opinions, pretty much everyone has one, right? That doesn't mean every person that gives you or tell you something or have an opinion about what you got going on, what you doing, and who you are, doesn't mean you should take that to heart. You hear me? Like you have to learn to filter feedback, learn to filter that advice, those opinions. Some opinions you just toss out. You hear me? Like some opinions don't even matter. But the ones that you do value, from the people that you do value, because that's important. It has to come from people that you trust, people that you look up to, and somebody that you value in order for it to mean something, in my opinion. You hear me? You have to learn to filter that feedback without losing your identity, without losing who you are. So even feedback from people you trust, you still have to dissect it, filter it, take what you need, leave what you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's not, again, it's not going to always be a one size fit all type situation, because sometimes even the people that we trust and we look up to and value, sometimes they can be off, sometimes they can be wrong, sometimes their feedback can be misguiding. So you have to literally learn to filter all of that, you know what I'm saying, without losing who you are in the process. Because oftentimes we do lose our own identity trying to appease and live up to a certain expectation that others have set up on us. You hear me? The next thing is you got to understand that you're not for everybody. You're not for everybody, and that's a good thing. A lot of people look at that as something bad. I'm guilty of that. Up until like my late 20s, I used to always have this desire. I just wanted everybody to like me. I wanted everybody to approve me or whatever. I didn't want to offend anybody. I didn't want to make people feel uncomfortable. Nah, I don't care. I promise you, I don't care. It is what it is. It's not intentional. You hear me? Well, some of it is. No, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not coming from a malicious place. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? Like you trying to be universally liked is a trap. You trying to be liked by everybody is a trap. And from experience, it kept me back. It really kept me back. It wasn't until I got out of that and started to distance myself from wanting to be liked by everybody that things started to kind of unfold for me. And I started to like really carry myself a different way. I was more confident when I stopped trying to appease to people and I wasn't seeking approval from people and wanting to be liked. There's a freedom. There's a lot of freedom that comes with being authentic. You know what I'm saying? Living authentically and being you. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I was in this very small box. Like I couldn't step out of it. There was no room for messing up for me, because if I mess up, because I was the golden child to a lot of people, you know, stuff that I know now was toxic for them, for a lot of people as adults to put up on me, being 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, I'm mature for my age, was very harmful because I felt like I had to live up to these expectations. And anytime I stepped outside that box, I was crucified to the 10th degree. You'd have thought that the world was ending. You hear me? So there's definitely freedom in being who you are. You hear me? Like it circles back to what I talk about a lot when it comes to boundaries. Boundaries are a part of self-love. And I always encourage y'all and encourage people to have healthy boundaries. Not boundaries that's like, you trying to use it in like a negative way to really get back at people, but like healthy boundaries are necessary. So one of the biggest things that I realized, and this is something I did over the years, I started saying no. I started saying no without feeling guilty. Because for a long time, I felt bad when I used to tell people no. I felt like I was letting people down. You have to start telling people no without feeling guilty. Those boundaries are necessary. Protecting your peace and choosing who gets your attention, when they get your attention, why they get your attention, and how they get your attention is very important. It's very important. Like, don't let people guilt you into basically giving in to what they want you to do, to giving in to something you're not comfortable with doing, handling or whatever. Like, people will try to shame you, and you have to get to that point and have that mindset of F y'all. You hear me? I'm gonna keep it clean and not cuss, but you have to get to a point of basically saying F everybody. And again, not in like a malicious way, but in a way to keep you good and make sure that you like in a good space, in a good place. You hear me? Like, you have to detach from external validation. Again, this goes back to what I've been talking about. Like, I always felt like I had to live up to everybody else's expectations. What ultimately it set me back so much in my young adult life and my teenage years because there was no room for error. You hear me? And it wasn't like there was an award or reward from people, but it was the fact that it was the opinions that they were voice, the letdown that I felt like I was letting them down. You hear me? Like, when you detach from like that external validation, again, you set yourself free because you have to stop measuring your worth by likes, praises, and applause. You can't allow yourself to be literally stuck with trying to get people to like you, praise you, and applause. I don't want no applause. You shouldn't want no applause. I don't need you to clap for me. You hear me? I'm going to clap for myself every time. I like me enough. I like what I'm doing. I like what I got going on enough for me. And I'm going to always praise myself and tell myself I'm proud of me and I'm doing a good job. You have to build self-trust as your foundation. You have to build that for yourself, by yourself. That way you're not seeking outside of you for that validation. You are worth more than likes, praises, and applause from other people. If anything, that's something you're very well capable of doing yourself, and you should do yourself. You don't have to try to live up to other people's expectations of you because you're going to always let them down. Because you're going to always let yourself down because that's going to be the only thing you look forward to. You're not going to be doing it for you. You're going to be doing it for them, which puts unnecessary pressure on you. So you have to get to a point to literally just saying, man, look, I love them, but that's not my primary focus. I want to make me proud. I'm not out to make everybody else proud of me. I want to be proud of myself. You know what I mean? Like I wanna look up and say, yeah, I did it. I'm good, and I did it my way. Don't get stuck in that whole, you know, well, they're gonna be disappointed. So be it. Let them be disappointed. Let them be mad. Let them be upset. Let them not understand. That's completely okay. It's fine. I promise. I promise it's okay. There's power in owning your truth. There's power in owning your truth. You hear me? Like you got to speak up for yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. Even if your voice may shake. Even if you may get nervous. Even if you start crying in the process. You have to speak up for yourself. And it has to be raw. It has to be, to an extent, unfiltered. You hear me? Like, honesty attracts the right people. So when you are authentically you and you're authentically yourself, you speak up for yourself and you live your truth, it attracts the right people, and it'll get rid of the wrong people. You know what I mean? Because somebody that respects you, respects your mindset, and appreciates somebody who is authentic. And when you go to speak up for yourself and say, hey, look, I didn't like this. I didn't like how you said that. You know, this made me feel this type of way. They gonna take that, they gonna analyze it, and they gonna respect you and keep pushing. But people, the wrong people, gonna take that and cut you off, or they gonna act like you public enemy number one. It's probably a good thing. Let them go. You know what I mean? Like, own your unfiltered truth, man. Be you. Speak up. Again, that's even if your voice may shake, even if you gotta cry, man, get it out. Don't become less than you are for other people to be comfortable. If you speaking up for yourself and you living your truth and being authentically you offend some people, then so be it. It's probably not the people you need to be around. And that's just being honest. That's just me being honest. You're in a place in your life, or you have to get to a place in your life where you're living for your own legacy, not for people's approval. That's going to look different for a lot of people. You have to shift your focus from wanting to be just liked to being impactful. You know what I mean? Like, when you look back, are you going to be satisfied with the mentality that you've adopted to not give a F, to not care, to literally just be raw, be authentically you? You have to become the person that you always wanted to be. Like, when you live in your purpose and your purpose driven living, it makes you pretty much immune to like petty opinions and pettiness from people, whether that be family, friends, co-workers, teachers, professors, you know, and sometimes even like your spouse. Or sometimes, you hear me, like some people, spouses like are haters. Sometimes your siblings are haters. You hear me? So just keep that in mind as you embark on your journey, you continue your journey. Just understand that the cost of caring too much is very expensive. So I appreciate you for tuning in to another episode of A Quick Little Word podcast. It's your boy Chris Wright. Be sure to check the description for all of the links. The book is available, A Quick Little Word, pretty much a daily devotional. Check that out. Check out Facients.com, the clothing brand / merch. Get you something nice. We can get you this hat. Yeah, man. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this message with somebody who needs it. We all need a little push every now and then, you hear me? So be sure to share this with somebody who may need it. And until next time, man, peace, love, and happiness.